What's up, house money? It's your main man, Lakeith Fowler, right here in the place to be. Lakeith buys houses and land. So today, it's going down. I got a very special topic. It's a topic of how banks work. Yes. Yes, I'm about to explain to you how banks work and how you can replace the bank and become your own bank just by knowing this information. So sit back, relax, and let's get into it right here on the House Money Show, how banks work. So first of all, what is a bank? A bank is a medium of exchange or financial intermediation or intermediator. So I like to point out a word that kind of tells you everything you need to know. Medium, low, medium, high, something in the middle. So it's a mediator. I know about mediation because I've had it before. Mediation, where you and another person, you got to have somebody else in the room between y'all because y'all can't get it together on y'all own. So it's the same thing with a bank. A bank is just something between you and financing because you probably don't know how, because I'm showing you right now how banks work, so you probably can't get it right on your own. Wow, Lakeith, you just said something. Can you say it again? Just rewind it and go back and listen to it yourself, and that's exactly what I said. But it is a medium. So what is financial intermediation? It provides a medium ground between two parties, you and the money. Provides a medium ground between two parties in any financial transaction. A bank, it's a middleman. We all know what middlemen are and how they get paid. They just in the middle of some stuff. In the middle, low, medium, high, in the middle between the borrower who needs some money and the lender, and they pull together funds for an investment because you are and you have the capability to be your own bank. So this is how I do things. And if you choose, or if you think about it, you could do the same thing. And this is how banks work. Wells, Chase, don't matter which one it is, they all operate the same way. So check this out. So they have clients, people that go in and deposit. You might be one of them. You've went inside the bank, a depositor. You're a lender. You're lending your money. You may not think about yourself on that frame, but that's really essentially who you are. You're a depositor. You're a lender. You go to the bank. Here's $1,000. Goes inside the bank. The bank doesn't just have a little safe with your name, the lender, and keep that same $1,000 the way you gave it to them, because for banks, having cash on hand is a liability. So they have to pull funds together for an investment. So what are they going to invest in? We'll get to that in a second, because before I get you there, I got to show you all of it. So you're the lender. You make a deposit. $1,000 goes in the bank. Bank holds your money. You make interest off of that money. Very low interest. Just how it works. It's not set up for you to win and for them to lose, because that wouldn't make sense. So they're going to give you way less than what they're making. That's how banks work. That's how they make money, off of your money. Because you're the depositor, you're the lender, you're lending them money. 1,000 people give $1,000. We got $10 million. You know what I mean? I think that's right. So you can be a bank with 10 million. You can be a bank with a lot of money. You can be a bank with any type of money that you are lending. You are a bank. But you don't think about yourself as this type of entity, but you should, especially if you plan on getting in real estate investments, because like I tell you, Lakeith is the builder, the buyer, and the bank. Well, how do you become that, Lakeith? That's what I'm explaining to you. So just follow me. So you go to the bank, you deposit $1,000 in the bank. The bank gives you low interest payments every month off of your money. But the bank doesn't just keep your money, they sell it. Wow. Yeah, they sell it. So how do they sell your money? To a borrower, to somebody in need of either a car loan, credit card loans, or home loan. Makes sense, don't it? Wow. So you telling me I take my money in the front door and they just sell it to somebody out the back door, and they in the middle of it making all the transactions happen and keeping all the books and all that stuff going and making sure payments are coming in. Yes, the bank is just winning off of you, and you can win off of yourself if you know this information or know how to put money to work. instead of you working for money. This is what banks do. Ask if you don't believe me. Go to the bank and ask, is this true? So at the end of the day, you put all this money in the bank. It gives you little to no interest. You borrow the money and you get a lot of interest because you're putting it in an investment. What type of investment would you put it in, Lakeith? I put it in the real estate, the same as a bank. Home loans. The only difference between me and a bank is banks are not into managing properties. They're just into lending money. That's all they want to do is give you the money. They don't mind giving you an infinite amount of money because why? There's an infinite amount of people that are doing what? Infinite amount of deposits. So you have to think about that. If people are continuing to put money in the bank, oh, bank has $100 million. Well, what does the bank do with that $100 million? And that's not even a lot. They might initiate $100 million worth of home loans a week. A big bank, that's nothing. But that money has to be put in motion. And when you see all these things going on in the world and you wonder how and why, it's because everybody's getting paid, especially the bank. And if you know this information, you too can take whatever you have and make it a lot or live off the interest of it if you put it in a bankable product, a home loan. Let somebody live in it. Instead of you paying the PI, principal, interest, taxes, and insurance that you pay on your mortgage every month, you now get the P and the I because you're the bank. So imagine that if your mortgage is $2,000 a month, $2,500, let's say $2,500 a month, and $2,000 of that goes towards the principal and the interest. $500 goes towards the taxes, insurance, and homeowners association. That $2,000 a month, whether you're paying it or somebody's paying it to you, it makes a big difference when you're the bank. When you're the bank, when you replace the bank, when you are everything in its full capacity, you are a cohesive machine. Yes, very fluid, very accurate, very precise, very real. And this is going on all over the world and has been for a very long time, and it will never stop. Neither will the money. It is no limit, like Master P. Lakeith buys houses and land. So I also have a number, 214-956-4289. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you're not following me on all my social media platforms, I do not know what it is you are doing. I got a lot of cool stuff coming out. I'm super excited. I wanna give people good information that I use, that I live by, and hopefully it'll change somebody's mind and direction to get to where they ultimately want to be, because this stuff isn't really hard. It's just you got to retrain your brain to think in a different way because it's been conditioned to think another way. So it's just putting pause on the BS and putting play on the realness. But anyway, Lakeith buys houses and land. So be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel again. Follow me on all social media platforms. Call me if you have a deal. I'll see you later, man. Lakeith buys houses and land. Thank you.